refresh this page and see the account that I just don't care about. This is going to be the one that's going to be streaming the live information that we need the overlays to go onto. So I'm going to go ahead and I've already started the broadcast on my PlayStation. Let me go ahead and refresh this page and see if it's coming up yet. There we go. So we got our live stream. I'm going to go ahead and I've already started the broadcast on my PlayStation. Let me go ahead and refresh this page and see if it's coming up yet. There we go. So we got our live stream going here. We're going to go ahead and go to the public view. I'm going to go ahead and turn down the volume so I'm not hearing it here. But this is the video that we're going to capture here. And like I said before, we're going to do it in full screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at the full screen. You got that nice matrix effect there showing you that it's covering the full screen of my computer. We're going to click start streaming, and that is going to start making all of this video that you're seeing right here go to, now that we have that full screen, we're going to make, and when we just don't touch it like that, you'll see the bars go away to the channel that we just don't care about. However, like my primary Twitch and YouTube account, that those are streaming with the overlay. So we'll go ahead and go to this one first. Okay, it looks like there's an ad playing on Twitch. We'll refresh that. We'll wait for Twitch to get done loading. Alright, looks like this one's still taking a little bit longer to get the restream feed. But there it is. So you can clearly see that the overlay is still there, and it is broadcasting live, so that's why you're seeing all of this. But you have the fresh overlay right there. It's going to Twitch. It will eventually get to YouTube once Restream does get it there, or perhaps I need to fix some of my streaming capabilities there. But that's the basics of adding it without a capture card, without needing anything else. So if there are any questions about how this whole process works, or if I need to clarify,
Hey, I'm finna kill myself. Wait, is anybody in Fatal? Let me know if you get some good loot.
verify anything, teach you how to set anything up, just let me know. That's what I'm here for. So, have fun and create some great overlays. Have a good one.
Yo, hold on. Let me.
Essentially, or your home page, your DAC rankings. So it's just gonna all line up like this right here, and it's all gonna show right here, and you can turn them on and off, and you should be good to go. After that, so after that, all that's said and done, if you're to stream multiple services, you should just be able to go connect log this or connect the accounts, and then it'll show up under channels. So I'm going to add my YouTube gaming one, same process. So you're going to want to whack that straight into your streaming software like OBS. Free to stream, and over on the right hand side is where you get your stream key from. So you're going to want to whack that straight into your streaming software like OBS. So OBS, you go settings, broadcast settings, and so you're going to want to whack that straight into your streaming software like OBS. So OBS, you go settings, broadcast settings, and so you're going to want to whack that straight into your streaming software like OBS. Free to stream, and over on the right, as you can see, I've got a few there, so you select the right one and allow it through to your channel. Right, there you go, you can see 2 channels that I've got there ready to stream, and over on the right hand side is where you get your stream key from. So you're going to want to whack that straight into your streaming software like OBS. So OBS, you go free to stream, and over on the right hand side is where you get your stream key from. So you're going to want to whack that straight into your streaming software like OBS. So OBS, you go settings, broadcast settings, and it doesn't have want to say, be sure to hit that like button, share this video with your friends that I currently have, but don't worry, all you have to do to change that is just go ahead and head over to the settings button right here. Make sure you're under the general tab, hit default can be hard on the eyes at times, so I always make sure to change things are going to be found. But once you're here, you want to make sure that you change your output mode from simple to advanced so that yours looks the same as mine does. And so since we're only messing with streaming settings, we're going to want to stay in the streaming tab. But if you do want to see like the recording tab and all that, things are going to be found. But once you're here, you want to make sure that you change your output mode from simple to advanced so that yours looks the same as mine does. And so since we're only messing with streaming settings, we're going to want to stay in the streaming tab. But if you do want to see like the recording tab and all that good stuff, then check out my other video if you are interested, because it looks the same as mine does. And so since we're only messing with streaming settings, we're going to want to stay in the streaming tab. But if you do want to see like the recording tab and all that good stuff, then check out my other video if you are interested, because the link will be in the description below, and that's just going to teach you the best recording settings for OBS in the year 2017. But anyways, let's get back on track. So something I really enjoy about OBS is that it allows users to record and stream in multiple audio tracks. So these are what you call audio tracks right here. And there's a pretty big chance that you're only going to need to use one of the audio tracks, but this is a really handy tool that allows you to separate your audio in case you have multiple sound outputs at once. So an example of this would maybe be like music playing in the background, a Skype call, Twitch notifications, your microphone, etc. So if you are playing music on stream but you don't want to have your music in the recording that you're going to be editing later, you're going to be able to handle like placebo or anything like that. Anyways, once you're done with the CPU usage preset, we're just going to...
What is up, guys? My name from every other stream on and designing, but you need to What is up, guys? My name is Pete from the Gaming Careers YouTube channel. Stand out and look more appealing. Twitch server to stream. Seen that and set up your with multiple different sources. The kind of thing that we're going to be creating today between a source and a scene is, because if you're new to OBS, you might not quite understand the terminology. If you look down in the bottom left, you get different scenes for different. That would be a source. Your webcam would be a source. Your overlay and some chat or text, that could also be a source. So a source is something that appears on screen, and a scene is a collection of sources. So the first thing we're going to be covering in this video is how you add your video game. Go into your video options from within the game and see heavy delays when all data is running in a window by different companies having issues with a specific game. If you go on, it seems to always be able to find my pop-up should say add, and we want to select game source. Here you can enter the name of the application if you want to. I would just recommend entering the name of the game that you're going to be capturing. Now the default mode that should pop up should say capture any full screen application. I've had some trouble with this. It doesn't seem to always be able to find my game running. So sometimes you'll have to change this mode to capture a specific window and then select the right window in the drop down below. And you can leave the window match priority on executable name. Multi-adapter settings, this is an option if you're using multiple graphics cards, so something like Crossfire or SLI technology, then you want to be enabling this option just to get the full performance benefits of having multiple graphics cards. The force scaling option is useful for downscaling resolution, so if you need to do that, you can enter your custom resolution here. You can leave allow transparency unchecked because not many games need transparency, but if you do require this option, then this is where you enable it. Now the limit capture frame rate option is if you are capturing a game at a very high frame rate. So let's say you're playing something like CSGO or Overwatch and you want to keep a high frame rate in game, something like 144 FPS because you have a high monitor refresh rate. If you enable this option, it would let OBS capture at a lower frame rate, say 30 or 60 FPS, because that's what you're actually streaming at. So it can be useful to test this option if you're having some sort of FPS issues. I actually leave it unchecked because I've got quite a good computer, but I have used it in the past when I've had a worse system. The capture cursor option does exactly as it says, like Steam Open Capture, both in-game and in OBS. Try is display capture, where you actually choose one of your monitors to constantly capture. And finally, just moving images and designing your own stream overlay. That way you're going to be completely unique to any. So to add an overlay, we're going to go to add your game. Next, you're leaving this disabled. Now you should see your image on screen with a red box around it. You can resize this just like you would in Photoshop just by dragging the bottom corners, and you can also move it around by holding the mouse button and dragging it around the stream preview. Since this is my webcam overlay, I'm going to be moving this up into the top left corner and dragging it around the stream preview. On corners, leaving this disabled. Now you should see your image on screen with a red box around it. You can resize this just like you would in Photoshop just by dragging the bottom corners, and you can also move it at the sides of the but in itself and skip YouTube channel for when screen and position it exactly where you want it to be positioned. Just make sure again that it is in the right layer. It should be above the layer. The text in OBS installed your web. Make some changes to the settings of the webcam. Configure crossbar. This is really just an advanced option for people that are using capture cards because this is also how you would set up a capture.
Stinky add. Then that's set up. Have your my channel header, something that whatever here on this channel. Change, don't worry. It's a better way to change, don't worry. Paste it and you hit apply and you hit I can get a new one. Like I said, I'm just gonna refresh it after this video, so all my keys will be changed, don't worry. Paste it and you hit apply and you hit OK and you start streaming. Then you can stream on multiple platforms. This is what I'll be using in the future. I just think it's a better way to get more people to see you. You're streaming on more than one platform. You have a better chance of getting noticed, and you can interact with different people from different platforms. So I'd recommend you guys checking this out. You know, adding whatever connection servers you guys like. This might be a good time to get a Hitbox account. This might be a good time to get a US Stream account. This might be a good time to get a live stream account. This currently supports all these applications for absolutely free. I highly recommend you guys check out Restream.io. It is absolutely free. It's a phenomenal tool. It's free, again, and it works great with open broadcast software. I'm actually, like I said, I'm creating this video, and I'm streaming on Twitch TV, and I'm streaming on Hitbox at the same time. I mean, that's awesome. Not many people are doing that. And you can also stream on YouTube. I have it on Please.
Hey, he's not here. Yo, I'm dead. Yo, I gotta check my thumbnail change, bro. Hold on. I'm dead. Son, you would come back now, bro. What the magic at? Yo, tell him to come back. The magic. Yo, he dope. No. You haven't, but okay. Ooh, so came out with a new video. The magic ain't in a party. No wonder why I can't hit the fool. I was back in the, whatchamacallit? I'm probably finna have to cop that, you feel me? No, it's not. This nigga lied. Yo. Yo, y'all like my overlay, bro? I'm just trying something new.
Yeah, we're back in the floor, so you need the bones start getting dressed. And this room still looks the same way.
Almost trash. Okay. We got rehearsal at 4?
I have to leave here at 4, and you are leaving 2.
I'm out.
these kids out, bro. Kick them.
Hey, the magic. Yo. Alright, G, I got you. That's how you devo somebody party. I took they party. Oh man, that's funny. Now so. Come on, man, I gotta stream, G. I'm streaming, come on. Yo, be honest. That overlay is godly. Yo, I'm probably gonna play 2 more games and I'm gonna end my stream. Yeah. I don't wanna go to Shifty. Let's go to Pizzy. Yeah. Unless you want, nah, go to Tilty. You know what it is. I gotta get a LAN cable, bro, cause when I use internet, bro, my I be lagging on my system too. Like when I'm using, like I got a LAN cable for my PS4, but when I'm using wireless on this computer, I just lag so terribly. Like I'm using LAN cable right now. Give me that. Give me the bullets. Yo, this lag is terrible. I'm gonna turn my computer off. I'm gonna end the stream. Hold on. I'm gonna end the stream.